Yesterday, Arc Raiders finally released key information regarding their expedition program, their reset or prestige program. And if you want all the info, I covered it in the video yesterday, but the big one, the pain point, the hot topic within the community are the skill points that you can earn by doing it. So if you reset your character and then reach level 75 again, you can have an additional 5 permanent skill points. And that's compounding. So if you were to take like the next expedition and the next expedition, you could have a potential 15 extra skill points that other people didn't have if they didn't take it, which could be a pretty good advantage, especially when it comes to making money, because there's a lot in the looting tree that you could take. However, here's the caveat. To get those skill points, you need 1 million in value per skill point, up to 5 million. So, and that's not just in coins, that includes your stash value. However, if you want to see your stash value, I mean, you have to actually go through and like hover, click every item and right click sell to see what it's worth. So it's not very optimal currently, but you understand the point. You need a total of 5 million coins or 5 million in value if you want the full 5 permanent skill points, which has a lot of people upset. But I want to help you out. If you're here because you're trying to make money, I hope this will drastically help you. And this moneymaker, I'm not going to say I'm the first to do it. I have my own spin on it, sure, but there's a lot of things that you can loot. And I've tried other runs as well. Don't worry, there's a lot of things you can do. Looking at the map, you can do things based off of night raids and try to farm loot that way. You can do things off of raider caches. That's not bad either, especially if you have the talent points for it. You can do electromagnetic. I, however, stuck to Buried City. I also know Stella Montes is pretty popular, but to be fair, I tried Stella runs and a lot of people are doing them. So right now, it seems that Stella is really heavily contested for loot for just money runs, and so Buried City was my go-to. I'm going to show you the best places you can prioritize really quickly and get through runs fast, along with the loadout that you should be using. I do understand that free loadouts are good and you should definitely take advantage of them, but it will affect your money per hour for a few reasons. One, a free loadout can only hold, I think, 40 weight. Additionally, it has a lot less backpack space than using a blue looting with a green shield. And this keeps your overall loadout very cheap. You should try to keep your loadout below 10,000. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is going to be a contested topic as well, but in my opinion, I have a lot of hours played. In my experience, if you keep your loadout value lower, you are more inclined, minus night modes or events, some of the bigger events with loot, minus those, you're more inclined in regular matchmaking to run into free kits or lower tier kits. You're not going to find nearly as many looting augment, blue shield, renegade 4s or venator 4s. You're going to find more often than not cheaper or free kit run players. Why does that matter? Those people are not looking for combat. And frankly, the more you try to fight while doing this, usually the slower it'll be. I do kill players here and there if they're in the looting spot and I have a chance. If they're chill or they're asking not to fight, that's fine as well. I'll go about my business. There are other places to loot. This method will usually earn you anywhere from like 250,000 to 500,000 an hour. The reason that the gap is so large is for two main reasons, right? First off, your RNG with loot, along with your RNG with who's in your match looting, along with the RNG of when you spawn and where you spawn, frankly. If you get good spawns or you're getting there early, that's great. Sometimes you get in there late and people haven't looted it. That's also great. There's a lot of spots I'm going to show you on Buried City that is it's a really quick run, like 10-minute run, 15-minute run max, and then you just leave through a hatch key. If you don't have hatch keys, you can leave through normal extracts. It's okay. Hatch keys are there to improve your speed, along with these adrenaline shots. This is the loadout that I run in most of my matches. Sometimes I forget an adrenaline, but as long as you're keeping your overall value under 10K to keep you in that bracket of more casual or free ticket runners, free kit runners, that's good. It'll keep you optimal. I think I maybe died 3 times in 5 hours. And one of them, to be fair, I was asking for it. I was asking for it. Now, let's get into the run. Now, as I mentioned, there are a lot of ways that you can make money. You could do a lot of the events with Electromagnetic Storm or Night Raids for higher tier loot, or the Raider caches, or even the Lush Blooms is a pretty good moneymaker. However, I focused on Buried City Daytime for a couple reasons. One, there's a very easy loot run on it, and two, it is a smaller map. I don't like running around Stella or Bluegate. They're kind of large. Not to mention, Stella is really heavily contested right now on loot. A lot of people are doing money runs there, so it seemed a bit more difficult. Spaceport, also a very large map. Buried City, it just feels a bit smaller and easier to navigate and get through. Obviously, there are good high-tier loot areas you could go to. I'm not going to knock those. If you want to try to go in there and sneak some loot out, totally fine. And it might be a good option if you spawn late in the game, or if you get a far north spawn. I really like the library loot. Personally, there's a lot of lockers. It's easy if you get a north spawn just to hit the library. And sometimes it's easy just to hit one area, honestly, and just fill up loot and leave. Because time is efficiency when it comes to this. You're not looking at a per raid money gain basis. You're trying to go over a period of time. And so sometimes it's nice just to loot library and leave rather than try to run across the map and hit the usual loot. I'm going to call it a horseshoe, but you'll see in a minute. Now, I switched to the interactive map really quick just to show you guys, and I'll include this in the description if you want this map or this link. It actually shows all the maps, but we're on Buried City, right? The security locker in the Piazza Arbusto is just in the roof. You're going to see me grab this in the video as well. I usually will hit this one and Red Tower, and I stay along the south route. And the reason I do that is because if you can get into the pharmacy, first off, under the Piazza, good loot there, along with looting Red Tower, and then go down and loot the pharmacy below in Plaza Rosa. You're going to head down the street toward the highway camp, and you're going to hit the breach room here and the jump across room. And that is a really quick run. I'm not joking, 10 minutes, and you're able to just hatch out pretty much instantly. Now, sometimes you have to make some adjustments based off of where your spawn is or how late you spawned, and you're going to see that in the video as well. Now let's jump into the footage and you can see the run in action. Where are we at? Piazza Roma. Okay, let's do the reverse. We got a fresh spawn. Now, if I do get a west spawn like this match, and it's a fresh game, I do try to throw in the apartments. I don't know if it's totally worth it. It's just a little bit extra to loot, and frankly, usually you find somebody in there, and so you have to PvP a little bit. If you don't want to do that, just ignore this little front part. You can just head right to where we start doing the breach room and the jump across, and then head toward the Piazza. It's a little strange when you go the opposite route, because when you're doing that, you don't have a hatch out right when you are done with the top pharmacy. You have to run kind of all the way over to hospital, but it's not too big of a deal. It kind of just loses you like 2 minutes, so. Free kit surrender? It's not a free kit. This guy's already in my building looting my shit. Sorry, kind of. I can't let that go unpunished. Dude, this guy snatched up everything! Another really important thing that I should mention, you're going to learn while you're doing this what you should be keeping and what you should be leaving behind. Like that bicycle pump is 2,000 each. I should have grabbed it, but I didn't know either at the time what every item vendors for, you know? And so I'm mostly collecting things that I think are worth a good amount along with the trinkets because I know those are good to sell. However, I do start understanding which items I should grab, and that's really kind of just play it by ear and you're going to learn. Keep some stuff you think is worth it, see if it's vendoring for a decent amount, and add it to the list of what you should hold on to next time. Once I clear the apartment, I'm going to head east toward the breach building and the jump across. It's right next to that hatch. And I'll show this in real time. I won't make any cuts. That way you can see where I'm going for these buildings and how I get into them. I feel like sometimes people cut too much of the video out, and then it's a little confusing for people on where they're supposed to be going. So when you get to the building that has the hatch right in front of it, you can go inside and go up the stairwell to the highest level, and there's going to be a window jump across. Now, if you miss the jump, like I do, because I'm ugly and stupid, you can always go back in and try again. That's no big deal. There is a door right next to you to go back in. And you just go back up and try to jump across again. You can do this jump from this level. You can also do it from the top of the roof. The one that's like the top of that building. And you just run off. Now, sometimes you're lucky and there will be a gun case in this building. Even if it's not here, this building has great loot. It's a secret room. It has high tier loot, has a lot of trinket spawns. Take everything you can out of here, basically. Especially if you get attachments, by the way. Always try to have a second gun on you, even if it's a crappy gun. Just to hold attachments. So this El Toro is great if I find a shotgun choke or a shotgun extended mag. The attachments are always just extra loot that you can sell. It's also one of the reasons I like the Stitcher. 4 attachment slots, right? And frankly, let's be honest, it's like the best gray weapon you can use. So it's very strong. It has the potential to kill someone with a blue shield if you need to do it. And it's cheap as hell, right? Now I'm going to speed through some of the looting. As I said, I don't want to make too many cuts because I don't want to confuse people. But once you're done looting this building, you could head out through the back side. The south side, there's just a window you can open up. But since I haven't looted the north side yet, I want to go do that. And what I mean by that is across the street from the hatch, upstairs, there's a breach room. It is connected to the highway as well, so you could jump on in the room from up there. But I'm going to go in from down low. And you just head up the stairs again. And there's 2 doors that you can breach. There is 2 ways, to get in or out. So just make sure you're wary of that in case that someone was already in there. That one wasn't breached. And there's another one to breach on the east side of it. You'll see it when I'm inside the room. But this room has a lot of really good loot as well. A lot of really good loot. Now, of course, once you breach into the room, always close the door behind you. And one of the reasons I actually had a lot of fun with this Buried City run was not only the loot good, and it was quick and easy, but at the same time, I probably found 5 new blueprints yesterday, like 1 per hour. And I'm not going to say I have the most amount of blueprints in the game. I didn't. I have like 38 right now. But it was nice to find some really good blueprints. I was very surprised at finding them. I also found an anvil splitter, which mediocre to be honest. 2 snap hooks. I mean, the loot was great. And it was daytime for most of it. I did a few night runs here and there, but it really didn't amount to much more than I would do during the day, frankly. It really depends on your spawn timing. That's the big one. As long as you spawn early enough in the raid where everything is not totally juiced out, you're good to go. But even if you do spawn late, usually you can find some decent scraps. I will say that. A lot of people aren't picking up the trinkets, or they're just not very efficient with their looting. And as I mentioned, that's something I learned as well, right? Pick up those bike pumps. Didn't know it. 2,000 each though. Pick them up. The syringe, not worth much. I learned that later that night. The portable TV, worth 2,000 as well. So not everybody knows the value of loot, and that's something that you can take advantage of sometimes. Now, I told you that you could go all the way up to the pharmacies and loot those as well, but because I am basically full on loot, just from getting that 1 kill over at apartments and getting both these secret rooms, I just opted to leave. And unfortunately, I learned as well, you cannot roll out of that window, it's too high, but if you land on a car just below it, you can roll off the car. So if you're trying to avoid the damage, you can do that. But that was a 7-minute run for 85K. And like I said before, time efficiency is everything. Sometimes it's not worth it to try to go for more loot if it's going to be another 8 minutes to pick up maybe 5 things. I'm full, just take your dub and leave. However, this is an example of a perfect raid, a fresh raid where we got the close spawn to the secret rooms. This was gonna be good. Your RNG though really depends on your spawn timing. Like, this is actually really good. I spawned here. I should be the first person here. And here you're going to see how you can make that jump from the top roof as well. So we just run off here. We can grab it. And we'll speed through the loot because you guys have already seen this. But I got the close spawn to both secret rooms. And because it's a fresh raid, I was banking on being able to get all the loot and all the spots I wanted to get to, except for maybe one.
Someone's nearby. I can hear his voice thing going off.
So once I loot this room, I have plenty of space available currently. I'm going to head toward the pharmacy next to the extract. Now you could breach the door, but you can also jump in through the rooftop, which I will show you, which is a bit safer to be fair. A lot safer.
Another cat bed. That's a Venator.
So now we're heading toward the pharmacy next to the extract. You could breach the front, which if you do, you're going to head straight east and go up this little stairwell. However, with the bombardier there, and frankly, there's a lot of rooftops that overlook it, I don't like to do that. I want to try to get to the roof, though, because I can just jump in that window if I do.
Oh, he's already up in there.
Well, I am going to try to kill that guy, I guess, because he's in the pharmacy, and I want to be in there with the loot.
Okay. Okay, I'm not sure this guy knows I got in here. He definitely doesn't know I got in here. We're walking right now just to stay sneaky. I'm sorry, man. I'm just trying to get all the loot I can right now. I'm poor.
So am I.
I'm feeling a little bad about that, boys. I feel a little bad about that. I'm so sorry.
I don't want to kill people, but when they're in the loot spot and it's still early enough, I do try to take them. Unless they say friendly early, I didn't even give that guy a chance. I'm going to be honest. I was a little mean about that. I apologize. But it's part of the route. It's part of the route. I'm going for efficiency. Once you clear that building, you can head out through the top east window. Just open it up and walk out. And you can head toward the tower. The tower has a few locker spots in it, along with the infamous security locker. However, a lot of times it does get hit. There's also a few weapon spawn crates here, which is not bad.
Damn, looted.
Not very surprising, but the security locker was hit in the tower. That's a very common one. Most people know where that one is. They don't hit the one at the Piazza very often.
The Venator 2.
So I'm going to head toward the second pharmacy at Piazza. I'm going to try to play the rooftops here because there is a zip line across, and it makes it a little easier because that's where the security locker is. As I'm going across the zip, though, I'm going to look at that bottom door. I want to see if the breach is still on it. I noticed the breach is off it. So someone's already been in that pharmacy. There's no point in going down to loot that.
I think someone's in there. Okay. Jolt Mine's not worth shit, but it is a defensive ability, so I like that a lot right now. I like the grenades that we have. It's actually worth more, if you're wondering, by a decent chunk. I'm gonna be honest, the toaster goes, shotgun back.
Now, if the pharmacy wasn't hit, you could go down and loot that as well. Unfortunately, there's no way to get in the window of the pharmacy safely that I know of, so you have to do the breach door. But it does have good loot. If you want to go for it, do it. After you loot the pharmacy, you head to your north, And I'm a little lucky there was a Raider cache event going on Buried City at the time, but you're heading to your north because there is a hatch key that you take down near Hospital, and you'll see me go toward that way. While you're going that way, there's also a few drawers or cabinets that you can loot in some of the abandoned buildings.
Problem is right now, the spawn points are pretty bad for me in this area.
And what I mean by that is because the raid is still 20 minutes left in it, people are actively spawning in. And there's a lot of spawn points on the outskirts over here. So it can be a little sketchy while you're trying to run over toward this hatch.
Yeah, we're gonna ditch that. Shit. We're not gonna throw the duck. But I can put it there. Gonna be honest, do not care.
I'm just going to run past most of the stuff. I don't have a lot of ammo left as well, and a Stitcher doesn't really kill a snitch all that easily if it starts floating away from you, so I opted just to try to outrun this stuff.
Because we're gonna walk away by the time that happens, so we're solid. I think we're good here. Not good if I'm caught out here. Oh, you wanna leave with me? I got a key.
You need like blueprint parts?
Ah, no, I'm good. Come with me. I got a key over here though.
Oh, sweet. There we go.
Appreciate it, sir. Have a good day, man.
You too, man.
Look at that. Nice guy. Didn't shoot me, even though I killed a man in cold blood earlier. So, what was that? 11 minutes? We got close spawn, which was really nice. So we got both of these buildings for free because we got best spawn for it. We went and hit Pharmacy, which unfortunately Tweaker Bell was in there and I had to remove him from the game. Then we hit Red Tower so we could go for the security thing, which unfortunately was taken. We went over here and hit the other security thing, but I didn't loot Pharmacy because it was already looted, I think. I looked down when I was going across the zipline, the door, I saw it was already breached, I'm pretty sure. And then I left going out this way, went and hit the hatch here. So, 100,000 in 10 minutes, basically. But I hope this video helped you guys. If it did, consider liking, subscribing, coming back for more Arc Raiders. I have one final game for you. I'm not going to throw any commentary in. I'm going to let it play raw as it was recorded. This is probably the best match I had in 5 hours. Over 100,000 with some amazing loot. And on top of it, it was a late spawn. So it goes to show that sometimes, you know, like I said, that RNG just comes into play. Friendly. I'm not shooting. Just a ticket kit. Just spawned in. I'm guessing you did too. I won't shoot. Just spawned in. I got no loot anyway. I don't want to fight people, because fighting people just kills more time. And we're purposefully trying to put ourselves in a gear bracket where people are just free ticket running. You need 5 million coins or 5 million worth? 5 million worth total. Dude, I have PTSD about trying to get in this fucking room. Okay. I'm not sure this building is actually worth coming into, unless it's nighttime. Yeah, okay. I would say it's worth coming into any fucking time, in fact. It's a Vita shot, I think. Oh, adrenaline. I take it all back. I'm a dumbass. That could not have been any better timing ever, by the way. Those are worth a bit. Why do you need 5 mil? The video I have posted in the chat. If you want full rewards for the expedition, you need 5 mil.
Let's go to the Red Tower.
I think this guy's in here already. Oh, you here? I'll be friendly, I'll be friendly. Oh my god, you spooked me. Okay, god damn.
Do you have the quest to find this fucking battery?
Nope, but I know where it is. Come here.
Oh, wait, look at this. There's a weapon crate.
Huh? Oh, you can have it. It's all good. Take it, take it. Alright, come here. The battery is, I think, right along this, right here, this thing.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, then you gotta put it into this thingy right here, and then go back up on the tower.
Perfect. I didn't have to Google that shit. Thank you.
Nah, trust me, I had to Google it.
Yeah, thank you. Keep the right one.
Yeah, it's a little confusing. I'm just collecting loot with some free kits for the new expedition.
Oh, yeah. Apparently, we have to have 5 million of total worth.
Yeah, it's a decent chunk for sure.
I think they overdid it a little bit. Like, it's just a little bit much.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get it. The 5 mils for permanent skill points. You get the other stuff no matter what. Which is like,
Well, it's like I can do it, but by the time you did all the expedition, then the rest of the money would be just going into a raid, grabbing shit, and selling it over and over again.
yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. God bless.
Yeah, here's what it is. It's all good though. Good luck, brother. Have a good one, man.
Yes, yeah.
Alright, let's try to avoid these. Avoid him. Look at this photograph. Every time it always makes me laugh. 'Cause it has a picture of your mother. And I don't really want to touch her. Look at this photograph. From the top ropes. Let's go. What do we want to get rid of here? Pasta we keep maybe. That we get rid of. That we're going to get rid of. That we're going to get rid of. Humidifier we're going to ditch. And that we're going to ditch. Decisions are hard. We don't need stamina anymore, but I kind of want to keep them for the next raid. Only have one lab reagents. We've been in the raid for 9 minutes so far. Come. Leave? Nope. Got one more room. Damn. Freaking rubber ducky. Bicycle pump's $2,000 too. Hard decisions right now, huh? I think the zipline's not worth shit. The shield's worth a little bit too, but I don't remember how much. Can't remember how much a light shield's worth. $5,000's $5,000. Can't be mad about that. I mean, ammo is actually annoying because I need ammo anyway, so whatever. Maybe we ditch that. Blaze grenades are worth a good amount too, though. Fuck me. Worth more than that, though. We're good. Okay. I think we are good. Want to try this really quick? No. I didn't do it properly. Well, 13-minute raid. For a lot. A lot. Excellent raid.